Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got the Scentsy end of month call to react to from November of 2025. It is a little bit late because I went on a little staycation and blah, 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 all the things you don't care about. So my apologies for that, but we are gonna get right the fuck into it. But first, we need the disclaimer. By chance you have landed here and you have never heard of Scentsy,
let me break it down for you.
Scentsy is what is known as an MLM, also known as a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, social selling company, party plan company. Some would even refer to this type of business model as a pyramid scheme. And that is because they do run off of a recruitment-based business model, meaning the more people they recruit onto their team underneath them on their downline, the more money they make in the form of incentive trips, beach chairs, bonuses in the form of money, and all of those types of things. These MLM quote-unquote businesses do sell products in most cases, and this specific company sells, you may have guessed by the name, scented products. The flagship product for them that they became most known for and sort of blew up for back in 2004 is a concept that they bought off of two people who are now superstar directors, I believe, in the company. The wickless candles, or the warmers that have the light bulbs in them that have dishes on top that heat up and melt scented wax to make your space smell a certain kind of way. They have since expanded into multiple different kinds of warmers, as well as cleaning products like laundry care and counter cleaner, and kids products like scented kids stuffed animals. They've even launched their own line of candles, and most recently, a smart diffuser, which uses cartridges to scent your home, and they claim it is the best on the market, even though they don't have any kind of testing on the market to prove that. But all right. Anyway, that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about this end of month call that happened in November. At the time that I'm recording this, it is December 16th. So again, my apologies for being so late to this, but this is the call that they typically go on Facebook Live for and just live stream to consultants and customers and us in the anti-mlm community to tell us what's up in Scentsy world. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into it.
Yes. Okay. They can hear us. All right. We tried something new.
And it didn't work.
Oh, you don't say.
Happy Thanksgiving, U.S. people. Yes. It was a wonderful
Hope you had fun.
weekend for us. We had all of our kids together.
Oh,
this is our
nice.
Thanksgiving year.
Yeah.
No one for Christmas.
Yeah.
They go to the in-laws for Christmas.
Yeah.
This was our Thanksgiving year.
Well,
So it's
not
good.
everyone. We will have one or two for Christmas, but in a different way. Like they'll share. They'll go to.
We're so
split it.
popular
Yeah.
they can't miss
They'll
us for
split it.
Christmas. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Are they going
Yes.
to eat 2 Thanksgiving meals? I mean,
No.
Christmas meals or anything?
No.
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 We're not
Orlo
feeding
and
them
I,
one.
We got asked to do the giving machines here in
Oh.
Meridian.
Yeah.
That big red thing?
Yeah, so
Yes.
the Light the World giving
Travels the
machines,
world?
it's a
Yeah.
vending machine where you can give anything from
Diapers.
to goats.
Yeah, to people in need. And so we got asked to do that, and it starts on December 16th, 17th.
Yeah,
It
here in
runs
Meridian.
until the 30th. So
Oh, and they don't have to buy any Scentsy to do that? They can donate without involving Scentsy in their donation?
Well, would you look at that?
What a fucking concept.
we'll be quite busy.
We did one last year
Yeah.
with the whole family. We came in and we were deciding what to do, and we said, okay, we're going to buy a whale for people.
Excuse me?
A whale.
It was?
A whale.
Really?
A well.
A
A
well.
well.
Oh, that makes more sense.
And,
well.
And
That's a Utah accent.
my sister-in-law heard me say whale, like we're
Yeah.
gonna buy a whale for
Yeah.
someone, like feed a village or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But no, it was a water well.
Buy a well. Yes,
Well.
and that's one of the other things. So
Man, English
was
is hard.
last year's.
English is hard. Okay. All right. I think we've got our
Mic
group back.
working?
Now
Yeah.
we've got things working.
Yeah.
We deleted the last video. We're
Yeah.
so
I can't
happy to
use
see
my
you at
glasses,
the
but
end
let's see.
of
glare.
November 2025. It's amazing how many years Scensy's been around and how many months we've been doing this. It's a joy though, every month, no matter what.
It is.
We
Happy
love being
end
there
of
with you.
November, and tradition in my household is to recognize what you're grateful for, and I'm grateful for Scentsy and this opportunity.
Aw,
it is
me
just
too.
an incredible company to work for. It's an incredible company to be a part of, and what means so much to me is that the values of Scentsy match who I am internally and externally and who I strive to be, and I just love working here.
You're such a brown noser.
Please note that these are the top tier C-suite members of Scentsy. So of course they're going to be saying that it's the best place to work. However, there have been some whispers going on from Scentsy employees, current and former, that have been hitting me up in my inbox that are telling me otherwise. I wish I could give you the proof that I have, but it would expose these people who are past and current employees of Scentsy. I will just say that the employees of Scentsy that go to home office and clock in and out every day are not nearly as happy as the consultants are making them out to be.
The tea is hot.
Allegedly.
Well, Dan, I would have to say that I don't think there is any one person that represents Scensy's values more than you. So thank you for
Well,
that.
I think there
Nice.
might be one person, and when we launched the fragrance, what's it called? Cartridge diffuser, we got a message from her, Colette.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, way to go, guys. That was fabulous. I love you all. Thanks for working so hard. And so
Yeah.
she might top you. I'm sorry.
Well, I think
Well, yeah, obviously, because Colette and Kara are the two individuals who created Scentsy. They made the first wax. They created the first warmers. They made this company. How did she react to the candles? That's what I really want to know.
I agree.
Colette might be the
I agree.
original, the source of what Scentsy
yeah,
values are.
where it all started. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, so yes, Colette, we love you. Thank you. And Kara, if you're on too, we appreciate all that you did in the very beginning days to get Scentsy off the ground.
So much of what Scentsy is started in those first few months. Like very little substantively has changed. We've improved product, we've expanded product lines, we've launched products, we've done so much, but really what Scentsy is hasn't changed.
The North Star.
Yep.
Yeah.
The what makes it magical.
Yeah.
To say you haven't done much is an understatement. To take it around the world and
haven't done
millions of customers.
Yeah.
Millions of customers, aka consultants. And also, why are we praising Orville? Are we being so for fucking real? These individuals are charging people to market for them. That's how they're getting their name out there and getting spread around. Do not give Orville a bigger head than he already has.
Billions
And
in sales.
Hundreds of thousands of vendors and customers, and billions in sales.
Yeah. Pretty
The
amazing.
impact on people's lives is no small feat.
Well, and I think that
Lots
what I'm
of
grateful
change.
for is for the employees who are working so hard. It's amazing the work that they've been doing. You're starting to see a lot of it with new product launches. The Inspire line, I think, is the first of many non-licensed product launches that are capturing a lot of popular or good energy. The new Scentsy Solo, the fragrance cartridge diffuser launch, and that whole new technology, that patent pending technology that is going to take over the fragrance industry, I think. It really is tech that works.
Don't we have one?
You have no market proof yet, Orville. Aroma 360 and Pura Plus do. If anybody's going to be taking over the industry, quote unquote, as you're saying, it's not going to be Scentsy. When you make it so difficult to order products, you have to order through a consultant. You have to have a consultant name that your order is attached to. You're adding extra middlemen when somebody can just go to a website like Pura Plus, place the order through just themselves. They don't have to deal with anybody else, just customer service. Why do we have to have a middleman that then deals with customer service for the actual customer? The actual customer. Isn't that more proof that the consultants are the customer? Anyway, That's beside the point. I just don't understand how he's making all of these empty claims for a product that they literally just launched and not many people really even have access to it. You need to have proof that it even works at all remotely before you can claim that you are going to take over the fragrance industry in the sense of this tech.
I've got one right here.
Okay.
Can't you smell it?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can. That's why I was like, where is it?
So there's
smell
so
it.
many good things to come. Somebody asked me, is Scentsy going out of business? Like, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would listen to somebody who wants wants them to fail so badly.
I think there's a group of people that would like us to go out of business, and
Yeah,
so they
it's-
say things.
It's kind of
but
wishful thinking. So
let's
if you love
say, no
Scentsy,
way.
listening to people who say we're going out of business might not be
No way.
in your best interest.
Yeah.
Well, what do we have here?
Information control.
Why, Orville? Because you maybe are running a cult-like business, allegedly, and in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that he is referring to a group of consultants that I talked about in past videos that I've made on Scentsy. There is a Facebook group currently that is full of consultants and customers, past and current, that it is a freedom of speech group. It's a freedom of speech group about Scentsy. So if you've had anything happen to you in the past, like an incentive trip ripped away from you, or maybe you were fired from your position as a consultant and you have spoken out in this group, or you've had a good experience and you're speaking out in this group. Either way, they don't want you in there because there's other points of view being given from anti-mlmers, from people who have left Scentsy, who have gotten fired from Scentsy, who were wronged by Scentsy. They don't like that, because there's some negativity happening in the group. There's word getting out more and more that Scentsy is not as great as people may have thought. They're not the favorite child, and they could, in fact, be a problem child, just like the rest of the MLM companies out there. Nothing makes Scentsy special. In most MLMs that I have encountered, you will hear the leaders and the higher ups of these companies and businesses tell you not to listen to the negativity, and anything that goes against what they're telling you, or somebody that has had a different experience than what they're saying you're going to have, is negativity. But that's not always the case. Sometimes those are just the facts of what is happening to other people when they have experienced this business. That's what happened for them. That's what happened when they encountered these people. It's not always rainbows and butterflies anywhere you go, and Scentsy is no different.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree.
Okay,
All right.
let's talk about the month. Let's talk about what's coming up.
Yeah, I think
First
that's a great
up.
idea. First up, we have a guest.
Owen.
Come on.
All right, let's talk about the
And
whip
I think
box.
you two should leave.
And this
it's
is a
just me and
special
Owen.
whip box.
This is a special whip box. So, which side do you want? You sit here. You sit here.
Hello, how's it going?
Wait, has the video gone out yet?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow.
So starting tomorrow, you'll see a video that we
Yeah.
made that talks about this month's whip box. So
Yeah.
super exciting.
So that video will kind of cover the why behind the box, the inspiration behind the box, and today we can talk about the contents. But
Okay.
I also
So if you've watched my videos before, I typically cut this part out because I don't like to show the product part where they're introducing new products and talking about their products, because I don't like to promote MLM products on my channel, especially ones that I don't think are entirely bad. I have said this before in the past. I don't think Scentsy is awful when it comes to their products. Do I think that they've gone against their beliefs with the candle? Absolutely. But I don't think their products are horrible, and I think they would succeed in a store. And for that reason, I don't want somebody to be watching my video and think, oh, I like that product, I'm gonna go buy it, and then get roped into joining. So I don't typically show this part where they're introducing all of the new products in my videos. But there is a culty aspect to this whiff box thing that is happening, and we have to discuss it, and this is necessary context for that. We're also gonna take a look at the video that they just talked about, but let's get back into this first.
want to talk about what this box is, because some people may not know. We wanted to plan this box together, so I wanted to do a box that was entirely surrounded around my mom,
Yeah.
her inspiration, what products she wanted to see in it, and
So this started
Yeah.
like what, 7, 8 months ago?
Probably it started
April,
not
March?
as long as it should have ago.
yeah.
we this was a really tight fit to get everything done in
It
time.
was. And he kept messaging me, Mom, you have to decide today.
I need to know today what your thought is on
I
this.
know.
Yeah. So, first off, though, one of the goals that we had for this month, because this was such a big month, was a new box entirely.
Okay.
So what you'll see here is a completely new design
Yes.
that fits in line with the rebrand, new logo. Yeah, I just think it looks really clean and beautiful.
Beautiful. It's using some of the
creative-
images from the Floral S.
Yeah, from the Floral S. The creative
Great. Beautiful box. Is there a beautiful vessel filled with candle wax in there too?
team did such a good job. It looks amazing.
It's a fucking box. Get a grip.
Cute.
And then,
Cute, cute. Some of the items in the box this month are also exclusive to the
So,
box only.
Yeah.
This is a disposable box. A disposable, recyclable box.
And we'll
So-
talk about what's exclusive about it. Some of
Yeah.
you will probably see what it is right off the bat. So there's a
How?
lot
How will
of
they
cool
see?
stuff. So
Right off the bat.
Well, we got to start with the inserts.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite inserts we've made. I hope the
Okay,
glare can
super
see.
fun, super fun. Owen came to my house and we did a photo shoot. So the
Yeah.
photos are his artwork.
So yeah, I took the portrait of my mom, and then
Heidi, your lashes are falling off. What is going on? I said this before, and I don't like to attack anybody's like appearance or the way they speak, but something's off with Heidi. Now her lashes are lifting, and she has no care in the world. But anyway,
the pinky swear is kind of supposed to represent friendship, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my wife Mia and Heidi doing a pinky swear. So
Cute.
they modeled for us.
Yeah. Thank you, Mia.
Yeah, and the insert turned out great. Yeah, again, our creative team knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
So I'll read the back. It says, your December whiff box is inspired by the gift of friendship, as precious as silver and gold. These exclusive selections from Scentsy Executive Co-Chair Heidi Thompson are heartfelt reminders that we're better together.
Aw, we are. We're better together.
So, and then there's another note on here that I need to get to before the end of the box. So don't,
Okay.
none of you guys let me forget
Okay.
this other detail we
Okay.
got to talk
Other
about.
detail. Okay.
And then again,
hardly see, so.
you'll be getting the glare. You won't see it, but you'll
Yeah.
be getting the poem, the handwritten poem. That
You got it
Heidi
last month in your box
abridged, yeah.
also.
So you'll get another
But it's
copy. Maybe
also-
one you can put on your fridge, and the other you can put under your pillowcase or something. I don't know.
this is just throw it away. Just recycle it. We don't need to hold on to these things. This is hoarding.
And it's really my ugly handwriting, I have to say. It's-
No, it looks
They
great.
they were
It
like,
looks
could
great.
you please write it out? And I was like, "Oh, you don't want my
No,
handwriting,
it
but
looks.
it's my
she's got
actual
great
handwriting.
So let's start with the first exclusive item,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
y'all might know the name and recognize the design, Golden Crest. Except this time it's not a warmer. This time we designed it in a Scentsy Air. So
So they're recycling their designs because maybe they're running out? I don't know. That's just a thought that crossed my mind.
Fun.
the reason why we picked this, I mean, you can
Yes.
talk on it.
Okay, so the
So-
reason why we picked this warmer is when we got home from London, or I should say this
Air, yeah.
When we got home from London, this was the first warmer that I picked out for my house. Still in my kitchen. I love it, use it year round. And so I thought it'd be fun where we were kind of going to do a December or January type box that, since it's based on the first warmer that I picked out, that we would do this.
Since it's based fully around Heidi and her warmer that she started using when she got back from her Church of Latter-day Saints mission trip, she feels that everybody should honor that.
Got the ick.
This is where it started for me to feel culty. People were excited that the box was purely based on Heidi. It was surrounding Heidi and everything she likes. And now they're asking for a box with Orville. They want to worship this family that they don't even know, that they pay to be a part of their community. Do we see how this could be a little problematic? I don't know. I just have never seen a FabFitFun box based around the FabFitFun CEO and people asking for more so they could worship whoever started that company. I don't even know anything about that company, to be totally honest, but that's just what it's giving. It's also giving LuLaRoe back when they had leggings with Mark Indian's faces on them. It's scary out here in these Scentsy streets is all I'm saying.
And it's great. The gold trees. it fits for winter time, but also New Year. It's not overly Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a great piece you can use all year round. Yeah. So now it's in your tabletop air.
This whole kit is silver and gold, based on the poem that we talked about at SFR. But make new friends, keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. So the kit is silver and gold.
It's all silver and gold, and even the exclusive fragrance that we have picked is in line with that theme. So where should we start with these? Let's go.
So fun.
Let's go. Most expected to least expected.
Okay.
So I think we'll go first. We got to talk about the Scent of the Month, January Scent of the Month, which that's expected by you all. You know, that's been in the box for a long time. I'm wondering if we can turn down the brightness a little bit.
No, but let's see if there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Look
closer.
at there you
Okay,
go
thanks.
with the new.
so
it's amber and peach. Beautiful, and it smells amazing.
It's really
yeah,
good.
it is really good.
It's got.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really
it's,
good.
The peach, amber, and vanilla
Yeah.
are the. So the name gets
We can't smell it, so just move along.
most of those notes, but
Yeah, it's good.
it's a you definitely get the amber first, I think, and
Yeah.
then you get that
It
fruitiness
is
on the back
amber,
end.
so amber and peach. Amber
Yeah.
comes first.
They named it correctly.
Yes. Yeah. It
So
smells
it's really
good.
really good. So yeah, this alone would be a reason to get it because that's a
Yeah.
great fragrance.
But you cannot use this in this.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
You'll have to use one of the mini
Yeah.
warmers we've put in
Yes.
other boxes.
Okay.
Next, let's go. Let's do this
Okay.
one first. Let's do
Okay.
this one
Oh,
first
I
because
know,
that's
I
kind
know,
of
I know.
okay.
Okay.
So,
Wait, I just have to say, I had samples of these, and the other day, mine didn't have a label on it. It just said silver and gold, and I put it in to use, to sample my samples, and I kept passing by it and thinking, oh my gosh, this smells so good. So it's
Yeah.
a very, very nice fragrance.
I took these pods in the silver and gold fragrance, so you could kind of see. There we go, silver and gold. I put it in my car, and anytime someone's come in my car, they go, "It smells so good in here. What's that smell?"
Yeah.
So,
it's
and I've had other
silver
fragrances in
and
my car
gold.
and never got comments.
Silver
So
and gold. So
this is a-
sort of, it's.
Oh,
I
man.
kind of wanted a champagne, so a little bit of bubbly, but then also thinking about Christmas, it's silver and gold, and then the New Year, silver and gold, and just friendship and how people gather for Christmas and for the New Year.
The silver and gold thing, cool. If it was purely based on we want to name it this, but it has to do with something that goes so deep into the Scentsy lore, deep enough to go to Scentsy Family Reunion of 2025 to fully understand the meaning behind silver and gold. The normal customer off the side of the street isn't going to know anything about what silver and gold means to Scentsy. And I think that, again, speaks a lot to the forcefulness of being in the Scentsy community and knowing the lore behind all the names and the designs and everything that goes into it. Nobody cares that much about, let me rephrase that. Most people don't care that much about things that they're consuming in their household to get that deep. I just think that them naming it based off of something that happened at Scentsy Family Reunion that is very specifically only understood by the people who attended or watched is very interesting, especially when we're talking about an MLM.
Yeah.
So based on all on that.
And the one thing you really wanted was the
Friendship.
fruitiness to
Yes,
it.
yeah.
You have the sparkly feel,
Yeah.
the silvery feel, the kind of bubbly champagne, but
Yeah.
then that hint of fruity.
Yeah.
So
Yummy.
the notes of this one are golden pineapple, sweet strawberry, and silver woods.
Oh, did you
It's-
notice how
it's
that
really
was
good.
written on there?
Oh yeah.
Gold and silver. Love
we,
it.
We made sure that we picked a fragrance
Yeah.
that fit. So it really fits. It's
Yeah.
great. So
Okay.
let's go to this next one.
Okay.
This is something you're familiar with, but in a new size and form.
Yes.
So
okay.
this is
Can they see that?
Scentsy Soak in a single-use
There you
8-ounce
go.
package.
Silver
In
and
the silver
gold Scentsy
fragrance.
soak.
And again, you get that great fragrance. Now you can use it in the tub, which I think it fits.
Yeah.
You know, it
Oh,
fits as
and
a
I
room
can't wait
fragrance,
for
but
you to
also.
smell it. Really,
Yeah.
seriously, it's such a good fragrance.
So if you all like this might be something that we can keep going in the
Maybe.
Whiff box is this smaller size.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't fit a full-size soak in there. So for some exclusive items, we might be seeing more of that if y'all like it.
And then
This is something really cool. This is the last item. This is, so far, everything has had some level of exclusivity to the box.
yes.
You know, you've got the fragrance with the pods, the tabletop air, the soak sizing. Now this is a product that Scentsy's never made before. So this is entirely new.
Except for me.
They're reserved for the queen.
For me.
Right. Entirely new to the whiff box, and there's a chance we might not ever offer it as a perennial product.
Maybe.
So,
Except for Heidi. So she's introducing it to the consultants in her box. The box themed around Heidi Thompson. What the fuck are we doing?
depends on
We'll
how
see.
it does. But this is our new travel spray. Let's get it closer.
Yeah.
So it's a Scentsy travel spray in a 2-ounce bottle. Let's see. Maybe you can read that.
We get it. We get it.
So essentially, we're figuring out how this differentiates from the fresh to the room spray. Our way of seeing it is it's
And-
your on-the-go fragrance companion. You can throw it in your purse, take it traveling.
And where can you spray it?
You could spray it
Because I've used
in the
mine
air,
as
on your fabric,
pillow spray.
as a
That-
pillow
I
spray.
use mine as pillow spray. So
Yeah, and it's
that
just
smells
great. It's
fabulous,
kind of
yeah.
all around. It's water-based. So yeah, it's just an amazing on-the-go fragrance companion, I would say.
Fun.
Another product that I've seen everywhere.
And it doesn't leave a residue as room spray
Yeah.
might. So I think it's a little bit better for traveling when you're in a
Very
hotel room. You don't want to leave residue on your pillow or on any fabric. It's great to freshen
Only
things
when
up.
you're traveling, right?
Yeah,
You
right.
don't want to leave.
Yeah, right. No, it's anywhere, but
kidding, I'm
especially when it's not your
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So
This is
use it, try it.
water-based?
Yes, it's water based.
So it's a water-based fragrance, so it is safe for pillow and
yeah,
fabric.
and it is great. So yeah,
And it
there's
smells
your
fabulous.
items. Let's
smells fabulous. Yeah.
let's kind
One
of
more
close
time.
the box. Well, maybe we could set them on top.
Yeah.
So there's a couple other things to talk about though.
Okay.
Sorry, this is going long,
It's okay.
but this is an important box.
It is an important
So-
box here.
We'll kind of set this on there. Here we go. There's your items
Fun.
for this month. I think it went together really well. Everything fits. It looks cohesive. The one thing though, since everything in here is exclusive, we do have a limited quantity. Normally within months.
You had to limit it.
Well, no, we didn't have to limit it. But what I mean
You
is,
did.
normally within months,
But you did.
if something runs out, we're able to replace something for you.
Yeah.
In this month, because there's so many exclusive items, once we're out, it's out. There's really nothing you can replace. It's just going to defeat the experience. So we've definitely accounted for a higher demand, but just know that once it's gone, it's gone. And these are some products that you might never see again. So I would definitely encourage people to jump on it.
So
if you
in the
wanna try it
video,
out,
he actually interviewed me, and then we made this video. It's very short. And one of the questions that he asked was, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence about this kit? And I said, get off the fence.
It turns out that as of today, Tuesday, December 16th, 2025, the whiff box for this month is still very much available for purchase on Scentsy's website. Okay, here's the video.
What inspired the theme for this month's whiff box?
It was about friendship, family, fun, which you celebrate over the holidays.
What was your favorite part of developing this box together?
That part together.
Huh?
It was
Just
fun.
doing it
Yeah,
together?
that we got to do it together. How often do you get to do something with your son?
What's super different from other whiff boxes is how every single item pretty much is exclusive in some way. I think if you've never bought a whiff box, this would be the best one to get into.
I feel like we should hug.
I don't want to be tone deaf to the fact that that's special for them, right? But it's not special for the the regular customer. It's not special for us. We don't care, to be quite frank.
Who's Frank?
I don't know.
Unfortunately, that's how it is in the business world. If your family helped you create something that is successful in the store, the people who like the product don't really care. They just want a good product. I've explained this before that I'm not a marketing expert. However, I have been in the virtual business space since 2019. So I've seen the different ways that people market things. And I understand that most MLMs work off of a place of getting people in on emotion. They want to sell you the business opportunity on your emotion because you're having a hard time making ends meet. You want to spend more time with your family, whatever it is, they're going to attack those points to get you into their opportunity because, in my opinion, they don't have any cold hard facts that this is actually a good opportunity. They just have these vulnerabilities to go off of to market to you. The way that I noticed the emotion being evoked in these videos is very much geared toward just the consultants, only the Scentsy consultants, only the people who have been following Scentsy and the Scentsy lore and the Scentsy story for many years. Because for Heidi and her son, Silver and Gold and all of this stuff, it means so much to them. That new warmer that they're releasing, it means so much to them. So because it means so much to them, now it's going to mean so much to these die-hard Scentsy consultants and customers, and they're going to want to order this whiff box, and they're going to want one that's created with Orville and his son. It's just something I noticed the way they market this whole box. It's very uneasy to me. I don't like the way they're doing it. It's giving drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I get the mother and son thing. I have 2 sons. Like, of course, I'd love to do stuff like that with them, create things with them, and be proud of it. I just think that the time and place are not, it's not really Christmas. You probably want to do that more toward Mother's Day, unless you're feeling desperate. Just saying.
And order now, or when you can.
Yeah.
And that didn't make the video. So I'm saying it live.
Saying it now, yeah.
Get off the fence
Yeah.
and order.
It's definitely a box you don't want to miss. And I've been working on more boxes like this, trying to make fun boxes that.
So there might be an Orville box next year.
Who knows? Maybe we might be doing an Orville box.
Yeah.
See what his perfect items would be in a whiff box.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just say jump on it because I would hate for anyone to miss out. So the last thing about this box, what's really awesome, is we're going to do a survey. We really want to know what you think about these items, what you've thought about recent whiff boxes, and how we can improve. So everybody who buys one of these boxes is going to be getting a survey in your email.
Oh, they get homework.
Did you not say that you love homework?
They get homework with their purchase. How kind. This feels very Jaclyn Hill.
We're failing. Why are we failing? Help. What do you want from us?
Inbox. So as soon as you order, you'll be getting an email asking you to take a survey. Once you take the survey, you'll be getting another email with a 10% off an order of $50 or more discount code.
Okay.
So I definitely say jump on that survey, buy the box so you can get your discount and get an awesome deal on your next Scentsy order. So the survey will help us out, but we also wanted to make sure you were compensated in some way for helping us. So.
Also, one of the things when Owen approached me about this, I don't know if this made the video either, I don't think it did, but I was like, well, why should I make a kit? Because nobody knows who I am. So that will be your job to talk about why it's Heidi's box.
Did she just say that?
Because a lot of customers might not know.
Not know yet.
Yeah.
But I think this will give them a glimpse to who you are. And
what? Stop it right now. I need more gloss for this one.
Better put on that lip gloss, ladies.
The consultants are the #1 customers in multi-level marketing, allegedly. But this is a great example because there's only going to be a sprinkle of people that want to purchase this unless they know that it's Heidi's box. Then they have to have it because they are Scentsy culters. They're Scentsy lifers and they need that Heidi box.
Yeah.
And then I have a good nose.
Yeah, right, you do. It's a great fragrance. So, yeah, jump on the box. Don't miss out.
Thank you,
Take the
Owen.
survey and get a discount code. And yeah, hope you enjoy all the products.
Okay, see you.
See ya.
Well done. I gotta try this fragrance.
Yeah.
You've made it sound so good.
It is.
That is yummy.
Yeah.
Dan is like Miss Rachel, the male version of Miss Rachel that attends Scentsy calls.
So there's this concept that Scentsy's been talking about since SFR. Silver and gold.
Yeah.
Make new friends and keep the old. One
Wait,
is
are you
silver
tired
and
of
the
it
other
yet?
is gold. We can be colorful
Yeah.
and
Have new friends.
have new friends.
Yes.
So that you can appeal to both appetites at the same time. And that
And there
is
are
something
many
we've always
people
done.
that
Yeah.
have asked for dye-free, so.
Yeah.
One of the
You're
great
dye-free.
advantages of Scentsy, and the fact that it's a direct selling company, which is why direct selling is at the core of what Scentsy is and always will be.
Okay, if you're a Scentsy consultant watching this, I want you to be very aware of the language that Orville uses, or even Heidi or Dan, over the next few months, because direct selling is not multi-level marketing. As you can see here on the screen, according to Merriam-Webster, direct selling is the selling by a manufacturer, producer, or agent to someone other than a wholesaler or intermediary, selling directly to a consumer. A great example of direct selling would be Scentsy getting rid of the consultants and directly selling their products from Scentsy.com to the consumer. No Susie in the middle. Just Scentsy consumer. Him saying that they're always going to be in the direct selling industry just means that they're likely not going into big box stores, but they will be selling directly to consumers one way or another, whether it's through multi-level marketing, independent brick or mortars, or just through the website itself. The more you know.
Variety is what makes Scentsy special. You can go into a store, but stores have shelf space that has limited capacity. You know, to buy out a shelf space at multiple stores that allows you to come with 90 fragrances
Right.
is nearly impossible.
Yeah.
So when you get mass retail, what you find are a few fragrances that win for everybody, but they're not spectacular for anybody.
Says who?
And by having 90 some fragrances at any given time, Scentsy can provide something spectacular for everybody. Even the ones that others might dislike, somebody loves. And that's one of the great advantages of selling products through consultants.
Yeah.
Because consultants can bring that whole variety to their customer base, and their customer can really find something that means something to them.
We have the interwebs. We have Google. Nobody needs direction to find what they love. We could just ask ChatGPT, hey, I want a candle or a wax melt or a smart diffuser refill that smells like this. What's out there that's not in MLM? And you will get many results.
What a time to be alive.
What are we doing? Like, it is so simple to shop without having to go through a middleman that I just don't get why people are still shopping this way. Please let the masses know that there are easier ways to shop these days.
And our fragrance consultants, they know the fragrances, so they can say, you like citrus, or you like inspired
Collection.
level
Right.
of collection.
Yeah.
Or someone can say, oh, I love every time I go into a Marriott, I love that smell.
Yeah.
Right? You know you're not going to give that person a sticky cinnamon bun. When someone else says, I love the memory of my grandmother and the cinnamon rolls she made, you know exactly what fragrance that customer might want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can appeal to both. You don't have to be a gourmand or a luxury fragrance company. You can be both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see somebody say, like when making samples, one slip up and oops, because they are all white.
Yep.
So one bar at a time, making those samples, one at a time.
Yeah, they won't be white anymore, will they?
Well, you should have seen me trying to separate my pumpkin seeds this year. I had like
Yeah.
15 varieties of pumpkins, and
Wow.
Yeah.
and I'm trying
Some of them
to
mixed
sort
up.
them for next year. And
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll end up with Franken pumpkin.
yeah, dahlia tubers, iris
Yeah.
rhizomes, pumpkin seeds. You got to be
We will.
labeling. Okay,
Okay.
what's next, Dan?
Next
All right,
You're
next.
down on the.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the product side. So we are, we launched candles not too long ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we know.
We do wickless and wicked
Yeah.
now.
That's
and
right.
we're ready to expand our candle line to the next version of candle.
Okay.
So
What's
this
next?
is it.
I'm
This is
excited.
it. And we have 4 different fragrances.
Okay, so I cut out some of the product talk, but I want to hear what they're saying about their overly priced candles.
They're launching in just a few hours
USA and Canada.
from now.
Starting.
For US
We'll start there.
in Canada. For our other international places, hold tight because news is coming, and we'll keep
Yeah.
you informed of what's coming and when they
We're
come.
working hard.
But
hard.
need to make sure that we get that going and communicate.
We're
to all
working
of you.
on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are
'Kay.
9.75 ounces.
Okay. Yes.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Yeah.
4 coming.
In a different vessel, so not glass.
Yes.
They are ceramic with our iconic Scentsy S, a different style S.
Beautiful.
More S's. For me, that would work, but for Mary, not so much.
This time in the 9.75 candle. You can see it here. Single wick
Single wick.
in this beautiful ceramic vessel right here.
And this fragrance?
This fragrance right here is Amazon Rain.
Yep. Okay.
How much are they? I saw how much they were, but I'm waiting for them to say it.
Amazing.
I remember when we came out with Amazon Rain. It was. I can't
Fabulous.
remember what it was, but I remembered.
Yeah.
The first time I smelled it, I said, "Oh boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
this
gonna
is
be
going. This is
popular.
going to dominate for a decade."
This fragrance is, no matter how many times I smell it, is just a wonderful surprise.
Yeah.
Because it's just like
It's nice.
Amazon Rain. Oh yes, one of my favorites. Next one that we have is Cozy Vanilla, which is new
In a
fragrance.
Very new fragrance
Yeah.
in a cream.
Ooh, I love that.
This one's warm vanilla,
Yeah.
soft suede, sandalwood, cloud cream ceramic
Oh,
with
beautiful.
simple monogram S.
So wait, we're saying we're coming out with new candles with exclusive fragrances, kind
Yeah.
of like the Camp Scentsy fragrance that we came out
Yeah.
with at SFR,
Yep.
Yeah.
Smells fabulous.
which I think might be my
What's it
favorite
called?
candle.
Cozy.
Again, another piece of Scentsy lore to add to the consultant's obsession over this company, which is, in my opinion, not healthy. We shouldn't be this attached to a company that is not even ours. You are a 1099 contracted employee. You do not own a business just because you signed up as a contractor with Scentsy.
Vanilla.
Yeah. Designed
Cozy
for
vanilla.
a candle. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I love that Camp Scentsy.
All right.
It's so
Here's all-time bestseller, I think, in Luna.
good. Luna.
Luna.
And it's kind of a periwinkle.
Yeah. kind of a
jar. Gosh, I have
periwinkle,
the
dusty
hardest time.
blue. What
Yeah.
is that?
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle.
Pretty vessel.
You
Yeah.
kind of
Now you
see,
can see it's more like the true color when you're far away.
you kind of see how silver and gold work, right? Make new friends and keep the old.
Oh my God, Orville, shut up. But how much are these candles?
Luna?
We can do a little
Luna.
of both, right? And you can also see the direction that the candles can go. A new
Oh.
vessel
It's a fucking candle, bro. Get a grip.
in ceramic, a different S.
Oh, a different S.
Now, people have asked, why do we
Yeah.
do the S? This is the brand mark. We're establishing a brand.
Well, it's a little late for that, don't you think?
Your brand should have already been established. You're 21 years in, my guy. This should have been done.
As we are coming out with these candles. Similar to a way lots of brands do the same thing, right? So you can see the brands that we compare to often will use their monogram as a decorative symbol. And many people look for that monogram as a sign of quality. And
You're not other brands. Why are you copying other successful brands? When he keeps bringing up these other brands and how they're doing exactly what the other brand did, pay attention to that. Why is Scentsy out of ideas? Why is Scentsy grasping at straws, grasping at other successful companies to take their ideas and make them their own? Why do we think that's happening? Other companies that are better than us. That's basically what he's saying. Other companies that are better than us are doing this. So we're gonna do it too because we want to be better than them. They have no more ideas of their own. They're fresh out. Some businesses, you run out of ideas. A business with scented products can only go so far. You could only add scent to so many things.
as we're coming out with candles, this is our promise. That S on there is a promise that we will do it right. And
Scentsy style.
Scentsy means something.
Yeah,
okay?
Scentsy style.
It does, because when you come across a product that you love, and you can't find any name to it, you miss the mark, and you can't get it anywhere.
People that see an S on a candle will start to realize, okay, I need to find more candles with S's on it, because I really like that experience.
Yeah.
And what if you don't like the S? Turn it sideways. It disappears. It's okay.
But you can't turn it backwards because then it says Scentsy.
If you turn it this way, it says Scentsy. So I guess you could do that too. Very plain Scentsy. The other thing is these are our brand colors. We have a whole new, I don't know if they've seen all of our new colors, but these are our new brand colors.
So
oh, and
in
that
here, white wax, but still Scentsy colorful.
Yes.
So you get a little of both, right?
And that
So this is a Facebook Live broadcast for all consultants and all customers, people who are not consultants. Could you imagine if like Target or Starbucks changed their branding and they went on a Facebook Live to address their customers and they were like,
the reason we changed the color.
who the cares? Nobody needs to be that intertwined with a brand unless it's their own.
one is Mystery Man, the
Mystery
fourth fragrance.
Man. Yeah, we
that
we
was
like
kind of
Mystery
like
Man.
a warm slate color of that one.
Yeah. This is gray. Gray.
Yeah.
Not slate. This is a light gray.
I think it's a warm gray.
It's a warm gray.
It's a warm gray.
Warm gray 11, actually.
Oh, fun. They can see our new colors on the PWS personal website or the new catalog that we have seen that's coming out early next year. They'll see the color palettes.
Because it's the color palette is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So we're excited about it.
Oh, they didn't say how much those are.
Should we do something fun?
Yeah, what's
this
fun?
is still December 1st. This is U.S. and Canada because of the turnaround and
Do we need to talk
product
about
type.
this real quick though, or pick two?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with these candles, pick 2 and get 10% off. Pick 3 or more and get 20% off.
But how much are they? What the
For the month
Yeah.
of December.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
for
maybe
December.
ongoing.
Maybe, yeah.
3, 20% off.
3,
Yeah.
20% off. 2,
Now the price,
10%.
they will be $25 US,
Yes.
25 PRV.
Yep.
And so in Canada, I don't have the math in front of me.
25.
$25 for a single wick 9-ounce candle. And then you have to pay for shipping. You don't get it for however long. Sometimes they take forever if they want to. You have to deal with a middleman. You're going to get hounded to join a team for a little while. Whereas you could just go to some place like Bath & Body, not have to worry about a middleman, just order what you want, not get hounded to join a team, and spend way less. What are we doing?
No, 25 US with 25 PRV.
PRV, yeah.
Canada, I don't have Canadian pricing on that.
Yeah. We don't.
But whatever 25 PRV is with your, with
The
Might
mini
be different,
warmers.
yes.
I'm pretty sure it's 30, but they'll correct me on that one. All right, so that's our candles, extending our candle
Oh wait,
offering.
one more thing.
Yeah.
These are 1 wick candles.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
1 wick in the middle. I don't know if you can see that, but 1 wick.
Yeah, we got that. 1 wick for $25.
Okay.
And these vessels, another thing, like, I don't know if there would be a better toothbrush holder once that candle's gone, right? So these vessels
Gorgeous.
are beautiful ceramic
They are.
vessels,
Yeah.
right? You can use them after the candle's done.
Yeah.
You melt the rest of it out, remove the wick,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have
A Scentsy
a
toothbrush
reusable
holder.
jar, right?
So cool.
Or
Oh, yay! A Scentsy toothbrush holder. Just what I've always wanted. Thanks so much, Mom and Dad.
okay, so we launched the Scentsy Solo. That's the colloquial
This thing
name.
that
That's the
keeps
fun
puffing in
name.
her face.
It is the
Scentsy.
Scentsy, the fragrance
Fragrance.
cartridge diffuser.
Yes.
That fits our other very straightforward naming strategy.
Yeah.
It's a fragrance cartridge diffuser. We wanted to differentiate this from other diffusers, our other diffusers, as well as other diffusers on the market, because we have a patented technology that actually makes it work.
I have one in my living room that's actually working. Lord have mercy. And it's not this one.
Why is it a cartridge diffuser?
Okay, so Dan, very quickly, it's as simple as having a cartridge that doesn't leak.
Yay! No leaks. If you've tried some
You
of the
can't
others,
get it to leak.
they leak.
Okay, and so when you get it, you'll have the nebulizer and the fragrance, and the two together make the cartridge. The nebulizer is in the cartridge, which means we can identify the chemical properties, the specific gravity, well, maybe I'm telling too much of our
A little
technology.
bit. That's what the patent is.
So we can match the nebulizer to the fragrance.
It's like he tries to show he's smart, and then we show him what direct selling actually means, and we realize, oh boy.
So that we can have a much wider variety of fragrances through our waterless diffuser than any other waterless diffuser. Notice that it's upside down. Gravity puts the fragrance on the nebulizer.
Most of the others work the other way. It pulls the oil up.
So it has two limiters.
So yes.
The wick,
Yep.
the wicking, and the viscosity or the size of the particles.
Yeah. So particle size is one. Like how big is the molecule? If it's too big to get up the little tubes in a wick, then you can't get it high enough. If it's too thin for the tubes, it'll go too fast, and so you'll get leaking and spitting.
Oh my God, we don't care. Nobody actually cares, dude. They're not trying to create these things.
So wicks create a limiting factor for the type of fragrance that you can put through a waterless diffuser. So like Glade, well, I won't use brands, but plugins, well, that's their brand name.
Wipe that.
Yeah. No, just things that you can buy that are industry leaders,
Yeah.
right? Use a technology called heat and wick. So they heat up a wick that pulls fragrance from a bottle, and that fragrance has to come through that wick. So the wick is a limiting factor. The heat's also a limiting factor because if it gets too hot, it can create problems. If it's too cool, it doesn't diffuse the fragrance.
He is over explaining. If the consultants collectively all just opened their eyes during calls like this, there would be the biggest mass exodus. But they're so brainwashed, in my opinion, and I only say that because I was also.
I've been there and done that.
For almost 4 years in Scentsy, so I know what it's like. You don't hear what they're actually saying until you're on the other side. Given he's over-explaining so much, and he keeps over-explaining in every live stream. We see it. He over-explains the products and over-explains how they work and over-explains how amazing they are. You shouldn't have to do that, ever, unless there's some kind of recall, something happened, and you have to go and rectify it. This isn't necessary. If your product is something that is so good like you say it is, you don't need to over-explain it. You just need to present it and say, here it is. We don't need to know how the mechanism works. I just want to know that it works and it's safe to use. That's all.
So, and then popular smart diffusers use heat and wick as well. And that's kind of the technology most people have used. For us, it was a year ago, we were working with our partners, and I was looking at the data and I said, wait, that's all the fragrance that it can throw in an hour? Throwing fragrance is how much fragrance gets released into the air. And it was a staggeringly low amount of fragrance per hour was its max. And I said, that's not strong enough for Scentsy customers. We have to find a new technology.
Ta-da!
And so we worked for a year to come up with a technology that not only makes it cleaner and able to use a lot more fragrance, put more fragrance into the air. If you can put a lot into the air, you can dial it down. If maxed out, it's not very strong, then the only thing you do is add 3 or 4, and then it gets super heavy and it creates problems. So with this, changing the fragrance is as simple as this. It doesn't have a wick, so it doesn't dry out. So when you want to swap fragrances, you take this, you put it on the shelf, you get another one.
Then it doesn't.
And it's immediately ready to go again.
Yeah, so nice.
Right?
The wicks dry out in those products because the product runs out. It's the same thing. You just have an empty bottle instead of a dry wick.
Perfect.
The diffuser.
Throw this away.
The
when you're
nebulizer
done.
is on there. Yeah, you throw it.
Throw that away,
done.
because when you order a new fragrance, it will come with a cartridge.
Now each one of these will last about a month depending on how much you use it, obviously, but for normal use, they're going to last around a month, which is great value, similar value to a Scentsy bar, better value than what you get with competitors in retail. And consultants get paid when they sell these, and so we're able to pay our consultants a commission and stay in line with the prices that are in the marketplace.
Yeah.
So if you want to support small business and want to support your consultants, you can without having to pay extra money. So
that's cool. Great. But you still don't have a proven product. Still, to this day, you do not have a proven product. You do not have a proven product until you have enough people buy it and leave reviews and say it works. Right now, it's just an idea that you think is going to be good and people are going to like. But there's so much competition on the market from proven brands, proven concepts just like this.
That's the other thing that we're super excited about. And then these shades, just like warmers, they're made of ceramic. They're
AMSR?
ASMR.
ASMR.
I'm convinced Orville leaves her trapped in a basement and she's only let out for these calls. I said it.
And these can then be changed out similar to a warmer. So this is the technology that we're coming out with, but where we can go with this is as
just dream it and you imagine it.
Diverse.
Just dream it. That escalated so quickly.
As
it's exciting.
Warmers and wax have become.
And,
does that make sense?
And this is called Solo.
And it's a smart device.
Yes.
So I can go on and just turn it on here, and you saw the light turn on. You
Look
see
at that.
it
Can you see
diffusing.
it's misting already?
I can go in and say, well, actually, this is more my favorite color here. Or, nah, I want to change it to that color. I can do low, medium, high. I can change the brightness of the light so that, I want it on at nighttime.
How about how much puff comes out?
Yeah, I can set it for 2 hours, 4 hours, or custom for scheduling.
Nice.
Okay.
Monday through Sunday, any day of the week, only Mondays.
Yes. Now here's the thing. Years ago, we launched the Scentsy diffuser, now called the premium.
It was on medium again.
The premium diffuser. And it uses water and oils, right? Water and oils. We call that the premium diffuser now.
Yeah.
This is the fragrance cartridge diffuser to differentiate the two. When we launched that, we launched it to all consultants could sell to all their customers. It was an open launch. This launch had a pre-launch. Not really a pre-launch, it was more an early access launch to Scentsy Club subscribers only. And the Scentsy the Scentsy subscriber launch matched the other diffuser launch from a few years ago.
Yes.
In sales? In
quantity?
Sales. Oh.
Yeah, and number of units sold.
In the first day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, is this misplaced? I feel like this should be on a consultant only call that is behind a wall for consultants. This is not something you generally share with your customers. It's odd that they do this publicly. It's very odd. Anyway, I don't mind it because we got stuff to react to, but why are you doing this? What is happening?
Now, we were not sure how well it was going to sell. We ordered as many as we could. We brought them in. It has matched our previous experience.
Yeah.
We gave club subscribers
first go.
On the 25th, we opened it for pre-sale.
You might not know that we opened it for pre-sale, but it's open now.
So,
all of you
consultants can order them.
Order.
Customers can order them on their consultants PWS. They are available as a pre-sale.
Do not go and order that. Go to the Pura website. Pura is, I say Pura because it's cordless. The Aroma 360 you have to have plugged in, but I do believe they have a portable one. That's the one that I like so far. My husband and I both like it. But the Pura does have the cordless that looks almost identical to Scentsy's. So I highly recommend doing that instead of buying through a middleman. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I will tell you that we have units that
few?
will be able to ship this year
Okay.
in this pre-sale period. I'm not going to say how long the pre-sale will get them to you as soon as possible. We do have
But
units
some
that will.
might end up waiting longer once we
Yes.
sell out.
So-
Okay. Okay.
But if you went on the
Buy
next
one
couple
early.
days,
That's
if
what
you went
you're
in the
saying.
next
Hop
couple
on
of days
tonight,
and did a
folks.
pre-sale,
Yeah.
you'll get it
Yeah.
before the end of the year.
Okay. Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay.
Love it. Oh, and it's on everybody's personal website,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where it's available to purchase.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I can't wait for people to experience it, because employees, what's been interesting is employees, we tell them the concept, and they're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried
They've
the
dabbled
social,
in others.
I've tried
yeah.
the social media
Yeah.
smart diffusers,
Yeah.
and
This is
we'll
amazing.
see.
This is so.
And then
so
they
amazing.
get this at home, and they're like, can I
Whoa.
buy one?
Yeah.
Can I get one?
Yeah. Serious.
So we're excited. We're very excited about the direction this can take.
There have been a few shipped,
Yes.
Oh, there have.
And
Okay.
and early reports are they are extremely
that
happy.
they've received them. Yeah.
Okay.
Some I'm seeing here. Mine's posted. Mine already shipped.
Yeah.
So.
Probably superstar directors. Of course they're extremely happy, because if they're not, they're going to get kicked out of Scentsy. They will no longer be allowed in the Scentsy community if they say anything bad, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're coming.
It's exciting.
So if you're
That's
on
fun.
here and you don't have one yet, you might want to go get one in the next couple of days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What else do we have? I think
Well,
two more
we
things.
have a holiday shipping cutoff dates.
Yes.
Just so we all know, for APO, FPO, and Guam, it's December 8th. For Canada, December 10th. For Australia and New Zealand, December 12th. That's also for Mexico, December 12th. For Europe, it's December 16th. And then for US and Puerto Rico, December 17th. Holiday
Okay.
cutoffs.
Okay.
But
Now
we still ship through the
That's
entire
the
month.
guarantee.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that
You might.
after that date.
You won't get
Right,
it.
right,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Please understand
They
that.
they work many hours after the 17th, after the cutoff date, to try and get your stuff for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next thing, we're doing something a little bit of fun for U.S. and Canada and
So fun.
Europe. I don't even know if we should tell them. Just surprise them.
I have no
Maybe.
idea. This is an empty bag to me.
This is
Yeah,
an
but it's
empty
cute.
bag that you will get. We're doing something special. We had some of these in our warehouse that we are going to send out for those that
Cute.
for every 6 Scentsy bars purchased. We're going to include one of these bags.
How special.
cute.
Oh,
What a
fun.
cute
Gift bag.
gift.
Yeah.
Yes. What
Yeah.
a cute gift.
Starting December 3rd for U.S., Canada, and
Hand me
for
these
Europe.
bars.
Okay.
They had leftover bags, so you're in luck. If you buy a bunch of bars, you get this useless, but what are you gonna do with that bag?
Yeah. Cute. Perfect. Oh,
Okay.
love it.
What a classy way
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
to give your
Gift
customers
cute. Yeah.
a
So cute.
little bit a bonus.
What is it?
A little bonus, a bag they'll never use again. Maybe you can use it as a Christmas tree ornament. I don't fucking know. What a waste of material, of money, of shipping, of space, of all of it. Lately, I've been in a space where I just hate stuff. So I guess that's coming across in this video.
10 a.m. December 3rd.
Yeah, that's when it starts.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
have to order 6 Scentsy
Scentsy bars.
Okay.
Licensed bars don't qualify,
Okay.
but just the regular bars do.
So 6
Okay.
normal Scentsy bars.
Okay. All right. Next, sometime in December, before our holiday
Sometime.
cutoffs for U.S. and Canada, we have a wax collection and a new vessel to introduce.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. Okay.
So,
This is the 20-ounce 2-wick candle. Do you want to show?
yes, this is the existing.
In colorful ceramic again.
Right.
Beautiful. But it has the floral S.
Yeah, 2 wick.
2 wicks.
These are 20-ounce 2-wick candles,
Okay.
$50, 50 PRB, U.S. price.
Okay.
Highway robbery.
$50 for a 2-wick candle in a jar with an S on it. Our values as human beings really aren't right. What are we doing? spending this amount of money on a 2-wick candle? $50? People are dying, Kim.
Kim, there's people that are dying.
Okay, so it's kind of interesting, right?
And this is a burn time of 85 hours. 85. So that's a long burn time.
So-
up to 85 hours.
Same Scentsy on the back. Same Scentsy fragrance. Very old school, very new school. Right?
Yeah.
So
Both brand new to you. So what does that say about you? Very old school, and you're just now introducing it to your brand as, in my opinion, a cash grab. Because again, let's not forget that Scentsy was brought up on the premise that candles are bad and not safe, and we should not burn them in our homes. Let's not forget that.
product team has been working so hard to come up with new solutions for your customers, and they're
exciting.
fantastic.
Yeah.
As great as warmers and wax are, which still have multiples in our home, because there is really nothing better than the clean fragrance warmed through wax. I don't fully understand the chemistry or the physics, but you cannot match the fragrance experience. With a candle, you're burning, and so you get a bit of the burn smell.
Yeah.
Right? Now, for a lot of people, that is appealing. Right? You walk into an Anthropology, you get that sharpness from the burned candle.
He really wants to be Anthropology so bad. That's all he keeps bringing up when he talks about his candles, when he brings up other brands, is Anthropology. These candles will never be the same as an Anthropology candle, because you're not Anthropology. You have to be Anthropology in order to put out Anthropology's candles. So nobody is ever going to look at Scentsy's candles the way they look at Anthropology's.
The truth hurts, but still the truth.
It just feels like Scentsy is really just envious of all of these companies that have done things before they did, and now they're left in the dust. It's obvious that we're desperate here.
Right? And that is what people really like, right? But it is not as clean as a warmer and wax, right? The Solo is fantastic, but it is a different fragrance experience.
Yeah.
Wonderful fragrance experience,
Yeah.
but different.
Yeah.
You know, similar to
Well, yeah.
like when you walk into a hotel lobby, right? That is cold fragrance being thrown in a mist.
Yes.
That's what we're replicating with the Solo. The candle is really walking into Anthropology, that feeling of the burn, the hominess of a fire that actually makes an ambiance. That's what we've got here.
Why would you want the same feeling for your brand that another brand already has? You have to create something that is going to separate you so much from the brand that you're trying to mimic. Like, you can't just keep saying,
We're trying to be like Anthropology, and now we're giving you Anthropology in a candle. Be happy.
that's not going to fix the problem. That's not going to fix sales that might be dipping, allegedly, in my opinion. It's just gonna show us how desperate you are to bring Scentsy back to where it was. And the ship has sailed, in my opinion.
Neither of those two new options recreate what I consider the perfect fragrance throw, which is a fragrance thrown through melting of wax without a flame. Right?
Scentsy.
Nothing is going
Yeah.
to beat that.
Yeah.
In
It's
terms
just
of
a
an experience
different
ever
way
again.
of
No, it doesn't.
using fragrance.
And I think it's important for people to realize that different isn't bad. Right? There are reasons why people like different experiences. And I prefer different experiences at different times.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mention that I bought the most beautiful glass nativity thing.
Candle holder.
Candle holder, yeah. And it has a gold nativity scene around it. And I set one of our Scentsy candles inside of it and lit it, and it was so beautiful. And the fragrance was peppermint, whatever that fragrance is, peppermint something, and it smelled so fabulous. So
People have been doing things like that for ages with candles. This is nothing new. You could have been putting a beautiful candle in a showcase, for lack of a better word, for years. But because of your aversion to candles, you weren't doing that. This is nothing new.
Okay.
A couple of events that we're doing, just that are coming up. We have registration open. If you're a director and above, you can register for our virtual leadership meeting that's coming in January. So if you're a director and above, register it for now. We're I think over 600 right now. We are doing really well with registration on that one.
Okay, we're excited.
Yeah.
We're doing really well for this free virtual event. Do you expect that none of the leaders are going to sign up for a virtual free event? They're going to be there. They're going to sign up because they're drinking your Kool-Aid. They're so brainwashed inside of Scentsy that if it's free and they get to go virtually, they don't have to pay a dime, they're going to be there drooling over every single word you have to say, allegedly, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think it's important, you know, as we make the shift on some of these events, there's some things where we can't do virtual very well. Like SFR is one of those events where it is, we want you to be here in person, right? Because there's going to be some, you can't really do a home office tour virtually nearly as well.
No.
You can't see Boise where Scentsy really grew up virtually. And so this is a special time. We really want you to come.
If you missed it, Scentsy Family Reunion, it's their convention that happens every year. And Scentsy is housed in Boise, Idaho. So this year they have invited everybody to see Boise, Idaho and visit home office.
Oh, wow, fun!
Which is very questionable given they were selling out or very close to selling out places like the MGM in Las Vegas for Scentsy Family Reunions past, and also the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Now, come on over to our Scentsy corporate office. Just a sign of how things are going behind the scenes that they might not be bragging about so often here on these consultant and customer live Facebook streams.
World Tour and leadership, those are events we can do very well. In fact, we can reach a lot more. And if you are all experiencing it at the same time, instead of just a few that are going, it's going to be better for everybody's team because we're just excited about our ability to do that. So this really speaks to something we've talked about for a long time. That Scentsy is designed for you to earn money for your family, not to spend family money on Scentsy. Take this opportunity to go to a much less expensive virtual experience where you don't really have to spend Scentsy money to get trained and excited. Gather locally with your teams, experience through the screen things that we have ready to share with you.
So the commission that they give you is supposed to go back to Scentsy. You're supposed to give that back to Scentsy, not use it for your family. The money that you get from Scentsy is supposed to go back to these three people sitting in front of you right now. Okay.
And earn some more Scentsy money for your family.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Us helping you do something that you love in the context of being a part of a family that needs you.
But first, spend more money with Scentsy, and then you could give some to your family. The leftover, you could give them the 5 cents you have left.
So that you can be a resource for your family instead of us taking you away from your family. That's been a principle we've talked about for years and years and years. And this virtual experience is our way of delivering on that promise.
That's fine and dandy. If that's what you want for people, if that's what you're saying you want, but you have to actually act like that's what you want for people. Lowering consultants' commissions when they're already working their fucking ass off to make any kind of income from Scentsy is not showing that you want to help people make more money through Scentsy. It's doing the exact opposite. But give more than you take.
It keeps you all safe. I know we would hear a lot of people say, that time of year it's so hard to drive in the snow, and so we're trying to do the best and keep you all safe. So
very true. We have a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Both in leadership and World Tour.
And World Tour.
This allows us to get as many people all on the same page at exactly the same time for warm, enliven, inspire, classic, new, warmer lines or home decor lines.
Yeah.
We have a new catalog that's going to go live about then, and the new kind of selling cadence to that. Very important things. I'm trying to use words not to give away everything here. But
keep it a surprise.
Registration for both leadership and for World Tour, both virtual, are open now. So go register if you have.
And World Tour will be live on January 31st. And what you get to streaming only registration, or you can also receive a new product kit, including 3 new warmers and 3 new Scentsy bars while supplies last. That will sell out.
Yep.
So hop on now.
Yep.
You keep saying that about everything, and nothing has sold out yet. Oh, Heidi.
Hop on.
World Tour. We're excited to see you.
And that will be January's end of the month.
Yeah. Oh, same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wait, are we not going to do it end of the month then, or
that will be our end of the month.
Okay.
Please.
Then we need to have a little end of the month at the end of the video, I guess.
We'll make it fun. It is full, and it's going to be packed.
It is full.
Yeah.
So it will be, because they'll see
will
everything.
Be.
Yeah.
It will be.
That's kind of like eating the turkey sandwich right after the meal. You got to give them some time before you.
I agree.
Two things about this cartridge diffuser. When does the pre-order stop? Do we know that?
I don't think it will.
Yeah.
We don't know.
The pre-order won't stop, but how much we can deliver, or how many we can deliver before the first of the year is...
If we get those two numbers too far apart of pre-solds and delivery, gets too far of a gap, we'll have to shut it off. And then we'll come back and have another launch of it. But
these are not going to be a one and done thing. This is the beginning of a new product concept that will develop. And this is like the first warmer we're coming out with, and now we have 50, 100 warmers that we offer in a given year. There will be multiple cartridge fragrance diffusers that will be available throughout the coming years. This is something new that we are embarking upon, a new journey, and it's going to, it's just getting started. But it's super exciting.
Charge. Once you plug it in and charge it and then unplug it, how long can the battery last?
That's a good question.
It seemed like a long time.
That's a good question. We have no idea because we haven't done our market research with our own product yet.
80 hours,
video. I think it was 80 hours.
Was it 80 hours?
I can't remember, but the video that we launched with it says
it will change if you have the lights on, right?
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you're sending a little puff of electricity that activates a very tiny disc. There's very little power used. The LED light doesn't use a lot of power.
That doesn't answer anybody's question, Orville. Again, over-explaining because you don't have the actual answer. It's getting kind of gross and really fucking annoying.
Even on high? What does high...
So the difference between low, medium, and high is how long the rest period is between the puff.
Yeah, it's a strong.
Right? So... high just means that disc is vibrating more frequently.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But there's not very much power used. Everybody
much.
wanted a battery-powered warmer. If you think about what it takes to heat wax, that's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a battery.
Yeah.
30
30
hours. You
hours.
can do with a battery.
Is it 30?
30 hours.
30 hours.
Okay.
And
Thank you, whoever just said
actually,
that.
Courtney did.
Thank you, Courtney.
What's up, Courtney?
The consultant, the customer in the crowd. Thank you for letting us know.
So on this, I've used it. It's lasted 2 to 3 days for me.
For a charge.
Without plugged in. And it's a USB-C charger connection.
Very nice.
Just so you know, USB-C.
Okay, the other question. End of month, December 31st.
Yes. Oh, not the 31st. It'll be on the 30th, most likely.
Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of New Year's Eve's.
We may not be able to be there.
Yeah, we might be gone, but we'll see.
We'll be doing the giving machines. That's like the last day of the giving machines.
Okay.
31st.
Oh, the real fundraiser. The one that actually gives back without you taking advantage of the people who actually need the fucking help. I wonder why they're not doing a Scentsy fundraiser. Maybe because it's not beneficial.
Okay.
31st,
Yeah.
But we're right in the middle.
We'll still
of the
have
giving
a
machine.
end of the month Stay tuned, and we'll tell you when and where and how.
It might be the Dan and Owen show.
Oh, it could be.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Plus, it's our anniversary. How many years is this now?
What year are we
Whoa.
in?
I'm testing her.
35.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
that's
I know.
a big one.
35. What?
35 years.
Gosh, that's a long
It was
time.
30 years ago that you got food poisoning on
I
our
was
5th
gonna
anniversary.
say,
yeah.
I remember,
I was so
got food
excited.
poisoning.
I got a
Bad.
room at the anniversary inn.
Oh.
I think it had elephants in it.
Yeah, and I was so sick, food poisoning.
You'll have to look up anniversary inn.
The
Boise.
only
Yeah,
food
you do.
poisoning
Yeah,
ever that I know for sure was food poisoning.
Oh.
So
Oh my God, can we stop?
not fun.
It's from a Good Times hamburger joint, and it wasn't Good Times.
It was not a good
Not
time.
good times.
I had a very bad time.
Happy December.
Yeah,
Are you
happy
guys ready?
December.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Jesus.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm
Holidays.
Wait, who has their tree up already? No, we don't. Oh, we do. We do. We have our cabin tree up, not our home tree.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it counts, doesn't it?
I think it does.
I put up
But
a
do
tree.
you all have
I
your
did it
tree
by
up?
myself.
Yes, he did. Well, I put a few ornaments on, but you
How
put
many?
the tree up.
How many ornaments?
We just have a
10.
tree up. We don't have the
Yeah.
ornaments up.
But I was not feeling well, so something was wrong with me. So
Yeah.
Something was wrong with you, Heidi? Were you in the basement? I'm sorry. I can't help it. Something's not right.
Lots of people have.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
We're excited
Okay,
for
wait.
December. We
real
love
quick,
you.
anybody throw on here what you're proud of that you did this month? Real quick, we'll shout out a
Okay.
couple things.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Anyway, this video has gotten quite long and I didn't plan for that. There's so many red flags in Scentsy. If you're a consultant watching this, please, I just want you to watch it with an open mind. I was you. I've been there. I started watching anti-mlm content right before I walked away, and that's where I was kind of had the realization of, oh, I'm being held back. People are physically telling me not to watch this content, and now I know why. Because you start to see all of the things that you'll see once you get out, and you won't stop seeing those things. Today, I still see things that I missed when I was in, as we can see from the reaction of this video. But anyway, I'm so scared for the higher up consultants who are somehow making a livable wage and paying bills with this income, because this business can be swiped from you at any moment, and it doesn't look too promising for 2026. I'm just saying from what I'm observing, in my opinion. Hey, if you have hype points, apparently that's a new thing YouTube is doing. Would you mind hyping my video? I would greatly appreciate it. Apparently it just, what I understand from it is it gets you pushed out more in recommended and suggested and things like that. So it's supposed to be a really big help for YouTubers everywhere. Any Hoosier. Thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.